This is really neat. And so that levels us up. Each one of those, it's not like a point system. It's like that little thing levels us up. So that's cool. That's cool. Now we know that. Um, so how much do we need? We need level 4 supremacy for the tactical robots. So we have 1, 2. We have 2 immediately within our grasp. 2 immediately within our grasp. Yeah. And then we could... What is this now? Requires level 9 in supremacy. Jesus. Look at the range strength on that motherfucker. What is that? Robotic artillery platform. Wow. No kidding. 52 siege attack strength? That kind of blew my mind just a little bit. So let's go. I want the solar collector. Tactical robotics, though, would be nice. So my cultural advisor wants defensive perimeters up. Military advisor wants this. Economics advisor wants Gene Garden. I agree with that. +2 health. Requires level 2 in purity. Well, we don't have that, though. I didn't mean to click that. Eugenics pod. I don't know if I agree with that, though. Artificial intelligence. 27 turns for that. Level 2 in purity. How close are we to getting level 2 in purity? Level 2 in purity. So we'd need gene mapping. And we would need... I guess that would give us level 2. So maybe genetic design. I don't know. Maybe we don't go supremacy. Maybe we go purity. Who knows? So we'll do that to annoy. To fix the little bit of annoying patch. This bugs me, but obviously there's a lot of aliens down there that would like to eat my face off, or the faces of my units off. And I like my units. I want my units to maintain their facial regions to an okay number. Helpful. Okay, so there are covert agents in the field which are currently idle. Assign them to do covert options. Okay, open covert ops. Okay, so you guys then are is this working? For each agent at headquarters. Okay, so difficulty level 0. Establish network. Establish the agent's operational network and gather additional information about the city. The higher the agent's rank, the more information is provided. Once established, the network remains until the agent leaves the city or is killed. Siphon energy. We can siphon energy. That's funny. So let's establish a network. Ew. So you need to be in HQ. So let's switch project here then, because that doesn't help me at all. For each agent at headquarters, lowers the risk to covert agents doing operations. For each agent at headquarters, they all do that. Okay, so that doesn't really help me, because I'm not going to be doing that. I've got counterintelligence, I guess. I'm going to sneeze just 1 second. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I drew attention to the sneeze, and so it didn't come. Oh, this is an annoying. This is that middle ground. This is that middle ground where it's like you want to sneeze, but you physically can't. Oh, it's the worst feeling in the world. Looking at the light didn't help me. Normally that works. It didn't work this time. Okay, so what are we going to do? I can't do the float stone yet. That's algae. Do I make something on algae, or do we just... Is algae just a thing that just sits there and chills? I don't know. I don't know. Is there any tile that I haven't improved yet? Basalt? I don't think I've improved basalt. Let's go here. What are you? Coral. Okay, that makes sense. Alright. Got some coral reefs. There we go. What are you making again? You're making a cyto nursery. Yeah. That's what I said. Cyto nursery. We got a lot of energy. So that's good. That's quite good. We go over here. Auto plant. That was the next step, right? Network helps with the science. That helps with the gold. Let's keep getting our science up. If someone were to declare war on us right now, it'd be a terrible, terrible thing. Because we are just not even focused in the slightest on any kind of army. But the good news is the only person nearby are the Americans. I guess that's not really good news. Construct a quarry. That's just a piece of ice out in the middle of the open. Choose production. What did I just get you making? I just got you making a network. That makes sense. Extra science. I like the science. Let's develop a virtue over here. +5 energy in the capital. +15% production. 25% production towards buildings that are already in the capital. You get the Roman bonus. I like that. I like that. That'll help. That'll help Scott's Scottstellation a whole bunch. What were you doing? You were going to do something. Construct a work barge. Oh. There we go. Do that. So I don't need work boats. That's good. I like that. I much prefer that. That's really that's what should have been. That's just how it should have been in Civ 5. Like, you should have just been able to send your worker out in a boat at one point in the technology, and then they would be able to do the improvements. You didn't need a work boat. Like, come on. But I don't know. I guess it does make sense, because that's something. The argument would have been that, well, you need a person there to, do the fishing boats, and so you're training the people to do the fishing boats. Well, yeah, but wouldn't you also need people to, work the pastures and work the farms and all of that? Like, I understand that the argument then would be that, oh, well, that's what the civilians are doing. Well, then why couldn't the civilians also work on the fishing boats? Like, it didn't make sense to me that they needed to have a work boat, right? This is a gunboat. I thought you were an explorer. I'm like, why can't you go over? So I guess we'll bring you back. Yeah, that's gonna take a little while. What is this? Covert agent promoted. Who got promoted? You did. The one in Russia. Yeah, that makes sense. So you've already established a network. I gotcha. Higher city intrigue level is required. So let's siphon some energy, maybe. All right. Do that. That's interesting. So establishing the network, that's the thing that was automatically done in Civ 5. Like, your dude just traveled, and then the first 3 turns was establishing a network. So now you physically have to do that. Makes sense. I mean, it's an extra click, but it is better than, it was kind of silly that you couldn't get your agent to start something right away. They had to establish a network first. I mean, I don't know. Is that more? Is that not something that, like, is necessary though? I don't know. I do not know. This game, very confusing. I'm having a heck of a time getting my mind around everything here. figuring out what's what, who's that, and it's interesting. It's very interesting, but man, is it a culture shock just from looking at like all of the new stuff. It's just blows me away. So we'll probably go over here to the chitin. You're making a network. You're making the recycler. So that'll help. Has completed gene vault. So gene vault is a world wonder then. That's what you're saying. If we are to survive on this planet, we must be conscious of our new ecosystem. Luckily, we've learned from our past mistakes and have already instated a consistent recycling policy. The benefits of recycling are already known to us. But what of the recycled goods? Low-quality goods can be produced more quickly, thereby reaching more people. On the other hand, high-quality goods are sturdier and can be used for more demanding work, such as food production in the long run, which will be more beneficial. I mean, in the long run, food is more beneficial. But I didn't really want more food. That's okay then. That's okay. You just did the recycler. Ooh, you can make an observatory. Ew. Yeah, that's right. Observatories required the fire axite. Okay, so we're getting some things. We're getting some things built. You know, created, constructed. A KP Explorer. That's my homegirl, eh? The Russians have surpassed us with the Wonder. The Wonder has created a little bit of a rift between me and the Russian. +1 food, +2. That's because, and -1. The -1 because of the production being the forest being taken down. So do I want to do that? I really don't know. Like, I'm at the point. Normally, I just automate my workers, but I don't know if I trust our automation. I don't know, but I really don't know what I should be keeping. I doubt a coastal forest is going to be that important. I highly doubt it. It might be. It might be the most important thing ever, but if it is, then, well, my fault, you know. All right, let's get you to build another paddock, because we couldn't say pasture. Pasture would have been too blatantly obvious. All right. Now, that is a little bit frustrating to me. Like, they couldn't, like, really, we would be calling those paddocks now. I think we'd just be calling them pastures. You know, it's a pasture where we got a different little weird little alien, but they're just it's frustrating because there was no need for them to change the name of absolutely everything to something sciencey. Like, don't try to mask the fact that you released the same game. Please don't. There are some interesting improvements. This up here, love it.
Do you change
Love
the
it.
steps in the dance of life? Or does the dance of life change your step?
So the gene garden. But in order for me to do the gene garden, we needed level 2 purity. So, genetic mapping was one way for us to do that, and that one was the other way. Is that what we said? I think that's what we said. Yep. All right. And we will also in this time see if that downs me from that, but I don't think so. Twice as strong. Okay, I'm getting what those numbers mean now. So when we get to level 3 supremacy, roads and mag rails do not cost any energy to maintain. That's awesome. When we get to level 3 of purity, we get plus 20% strength and range strength when attacking or defending against aliens. And then units take 5 less HP damage from miasma. Units heal 5 HP in miasma. So harmony, right? That's because harmony is you're adapting to the actual terrain that you're on. instead of turning it into something. Plus 10% production for land units. I do like that. Egostensis pod. Ectogenesis. Ectogenesis pod. There we go. Egostensis? Egostensis. I'm going to call that Egostensis from now on. That's going to be our name for that. That's going to be our little name for that. Egostensis. All right. You're also making a network. Things are good, which means you can get started on the network afterwards. The French have become a nuisance. I really don't want to have a war. We're not ready for that. I'm not ready for that kind of commitment. I don't know how you are. Trade route. We want me to trade. Let's trade. Trade. Let's actually make a trade vessel. That's what we're going to make next so that I could potentially trade with someone further away. So, Constellation still looks like it's the best bet. That's right. Marine is the replacement for my soldier. Ultrasonic fence prevents alien units from approaching within 2 tiles of the city. I feel like I should probably put those down. I'm just thinking about the siege worms, and I know I just said that we were going to make a trade vessel, but I was thinking about the siege worms, and I really dislike the idea of a siege worm fucking up my day. I don't know about you, but I don't like siege worms fucking up days that belong to me. I just don't. I don't like it. I don't like it. Let's get you checking this out. I didn't even notice that there was an island there before. I probably did, and I just forgot about it, and I'm having a new experience. I'm having a new old experience. Deja vu. Right in front of you. So, you witnessed it here first. Aren't you glad? Got an observatory now, don't we? Yes, we do. We can observe the Tories as they approach the next election. Again, only a joke for the Canadians. Where are we? We just built the pasture. You're getting a shit ton of science from Fire Axite. That's interesting. What am I going to do with you? I don't want to remove the forest. Is this empty? This is empty. Look at this. Look at this empty. New Scottawa's name was blocking me. It was tile blocking me. Can I just make work barges, do you think, just randomly out in the middle of the sea? Is that something I can do? Probably not, eh? Probably not. All right. I want to get this ultrasonic fence down. I want to see how that looks. And then I think that's probably going to be the end. The end of our little playthrough. Maybe I'll get the... Because when I get to level 2 purity, I can upgrade things, I think. Maybe, I'm not sure. Auto plant. Thorium reactor. Egostensis, is that what we said? Egostasis? Egostensis. Egostensis. Yes, that's exactly it, Scott. Trade vessel. There we go. Genetic mapping is coming with a little bit of purity and a little bit of gene vault that we can't build anymore, if I'm correct. I think that's... The yellow is the wonders. The yellow is the wonders. Is the wonders. IR grammar. IR grammar, so good. I probably should have read that. That's fine. If I were then to go here. I don't have either of those things though. So what does this do? Alien preserve. +1 culture from paddock improvements. Pasture improvements. Refuse to fucking call them paddocks. Biofuel. +2 energy from algae. It's a plant. Okay. Huh. That's not bad. Dome. Tile improvement on any terrain. It yields 2 culture. The grow lab. +1 food from fungus and shit like that. That's gross. Geophysics. Geothermal well. Let's do that. I don't know what the geothermal helps us, but that's what our scientists want. And we need to keep our scientists happy, don't we? I think so. Science! There is a tiny bit of an island, actually, that I want you to go back up and explore. That looks kind of cool. Is that just going to be a floating
1 और
island?
1 11 होते हैं।
I guess we were done with our little trade of open borders. Is that it? Did you renew that? I wasn't paying attention. Should probably renewed that. All right. So, let's give this a little bit of a check. What the fuck is that? Fruit. Yeah, we saw that down there. That looks like one messed up looking fruit. Let's get a good little zoom in on those bad boys. That's a gigantic fruit. Look at that. Let's compare that to like the size of a person. Where's my people? Okay. Get that? Okay, so that's like what? That's 3 cursors. So that plant's like 3 feet tall. 2 to 3 feet tall. Probably about equally as wide. That is a gigantic fucking fruit. Have fruit salad for days. Fruit salad for days. What's going on over here? Right, we were going to build some. We don't have the health to commit to that, so let's get more energy going, I guess. Yeah. Never run out of energy. Never run out. Never surrender. We've got trade vessel coming. We've got ultrasonic fence coming. That's good because we'll be able to check out if we're able to. Ooh. And a crashed satellite. Okay, we're gonna plop down right there. Yep. That's something that we're gonna do. Strange how humanity now lives on an alien planet, yet still struggles to reclaim many of its past technological achievements. Having now regained network capabilities, we move one step closer to a completely unknown future. The shape of that future will be determined by how we utilize our current technologies. For example, the network links all of our systems, allowing us to disseminate our knowledge digitally, be it technological or cultural. Which of these is more beneficial, we do not know. So technological resource, free maintenance for networks. That's like 2 gold, 3 gold. Or cultural resource, +1 culture. Oh dear. To use it as culture, to use it as... So we're talking about +3 culture per turn. But that's 3 culture gonna be costing me 1 gold each. I think we need free maintenance. We need free maintenance because that's 3 gold because I'm going to be building another one down there. So let's... Do we want that thing? It gives 3 production as well. All farms produce 1 plus 1 food. That's actually... We can't make a colonist. No, I disagree with that. We can't make a colonist because we do not have the stuff for that. Let's make a trade vessel here as well, and we'll get a couple little trade routes going because I think maybe one of you are coastal. Look at that, though. We're not going to be able to reach you. Then that trade vessel's probably not going to help. Probably not. So what does the fence look like? You don't see the fence? That's disappointing. That's disappointing. That's very disappointing. Okay. What was I gonna get you? I was gonna get you to do network. So I think let's get this trade vessel out because I want to see if I can connect to Frenchy Poo over here. I don't know if Frenchy Poo is on the coast though. Really getting my hopes up. Yeah, don't worry. Really getting my hopes up, but I can't. So that's kind of balls. So Scotterloo will gain +3 production. And Scotstellation will gain +2 production. Let's do that. Help out Scotstellation a little bit. You're my gunboat. Let's just get you circling around. Make sure we get a good eye on that little island there. It looks like it's going to be a good little spot. It might also be good to set up a city down here, though. set up a city down here. We will be on the river. We'll get all of this stuff, and we will secure this bottleneck. Which is good. Even though nobody's down here. Yeah, that's true too. Nobody is down there. So you just made a trade vessel. So we will... What are we going to do then? I guess an explorer. Let's get some explorers down. Start popping out some explorers and make sure that we go get our business sorted out. Go get our business sorted out. Figure out the land around us. Get rid of these fucking black splotches and go from there. And go from there. Move this up. There we go. Good little perimeter. I love this island. Fire axite's going to be really, really key. Get those gigantic fucking fruit. Get our fruit salad for days. I think that's where we're going to end it, though, guys. Thanks for watching. Keep those name suggestions coming. Maybe something that, you know, fits an island. A spacey island. What the hell is a spacey island? You tell me. I'll see you next time.